Three on your side. WLBT News starts now.
It is make it or break it time for Marco Rubio and John Kasich, whose home states hold their primaries today, so-called Mega Tuesday.
Florida and Ohio are winner-take-all contests, and that means each party's winning candidate gets all the state's dedicated delegates. Diane Gallagher is joining us now from the nation's capital live with a preview. Good morning, Diane.
I know that it seems like every week you've been told that this is the big one, but I promise you, today really is the big one. What happens in these states today has the potential to have a serious effect on the rest of this election cycle. And if you're a Republican, forget Super Tuesday. This is Survival Tuesday.
Can anybody stop Donald Trump? Well, that's the question the billionaire's opponents are asking. Today, races in Florida, Illinois, Missouri, North Carolina, Ohio, and the Northern Marianas are crucial. Ohio Governor John Kasich looking for a win today in his home state.
Oh, yeah, we're going to win Ohio. I feel very good. I think it's going to happen.
Trump, who is leading everywhere else, has taken notice.
Ohio is going to make America great again. Kasich cannot make America great again.
Now, the latest polls show Florida Senator Marco Rubio behind in his home state, but still hoping for a surprise.
I hope that Americans will choose optimism over fear and hope over anger. And that's what we're going to offer them tomorrow and in the months to come.
Senator Ted Cruz, sitting second in delegates, is trying to win over Kasich and Rubio supporters, betting that the field could look a little different after Tuesday's results.
We welcome you with open arms because only one campaign has beaten Donald Trump.
Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is banking on continuing her southern streak and hoping to add to her delegate count with wins in the Midwest, too.
We have to have a big vote tomorrow that can send a strong message.
But Senator Bernie Sanders believes it's his message that will help pull off yet another upset.
I think we're going to win in Ohio tomorrow.
And just to give you another idea of how big today really is, there are 691 delegates up for grabs for the Democrats, 367 for the Republicans. And remember, for those GOP voters, Florida and Ohio are both winner-take-all states. Reporting live in Washington, I'm Diane Gallagher. Back to you.
And we're going to switch gears and talk about the weather now. What you need to know as you head out this morning, temperatures are mild in the 60s. Jackson at 61, Vicksburg at 64, a little cooler farther to the east. Carthage and McGee right now are both in the mid-upper 50s. As you look at satellite and radar, you can see most of us are clear. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, though, for you so you can see where there is some cloud cover, and that's mostly along the Highway 82 corridor. So if you're waking up in Natchez, Brookhaven, Monticello, Columbia, Tylertown, Macomb, that's where you're dealing with a little bit more cloud cover. We'll have more details on what to expect through your day coming up in a couple minutes.
The city of Jackson has lifted its water conservation and precautionary boil water notice, but it's still an inconvenience, and one neighborhood is still dealing with it. Rosin Anderson reports.
7 streets with hundreds of homes must continue to boil their water after the city of Jackson lifted its boil water notice. Residents in the area are questioning why they didn't get the all clear. Jackson water customers in the Norwood subdivision on Village Drive, Norway Drive, Nordell Drive, Nisqually Road, Nearing Trail, and Nimrod Circle, as well as Nakoma Drive and a portion of Kirkley Drive, are still awaiting clear water samples. There are 344 homes in the Norwood Neighborhood Association. Monday was day 4 under the boil water notice.
I would certainly be interested in knowing why. I mean, I know we've had several breaks in the area, and they've fixed several breaks, but if everybody else is back on, if we're experiencing a break now, and I've been through the neighborhood today and I haven't seen one, it would be good to know why.
I don't never drink the water. We use it for maybe just you washing the car or something like that, but we always buy purified bottled water. These potholes, that's my biggest problem. They just come out here today and in front of my house and fixed 3. They just passed it. The city is awaiting clear water samples from the State Health Department before the precautionary boil water notice can be lifted for the North Jackson residents. In Jackson, Roslyn Anderson, 3 on your side.
More money for early childhood education programs in Mississippi.
That's what members from several groups are talking to lawmakers about at the state capitol today. Jewel Hillary is joining us live from there with more. Good morning, Jewel.
Hi, good morning, Joy. Good morning, Wilson. Currently, the state of Mississippi provides $6 million towards early childhood education programs throughout the Magnolia State. And during today's 4th annual Early Childhood Education Day at the Capitol, representatives from various educational groups will be here at the Capitol between 8 and noon, sharing information with lawmakers and hoping to encourage them to add additional revenue to the state's early childhood education budget. Now, early childhood education advocates hope that lawmakers will pass legislation boosting that annual $6 million amount to resemble other southern states. A representative from the Center for Education Innovation provided information stating that at least several years ago, Alabama received $17 million from the state for early childhood education, and at one point, Georgia was receiving $341 million annually. Early childhood education advocates hope more state money can be secured for early childhood in Mississippi to help the state's youngest citizens have a better chance at life. Again, today's 4th annual Early Childhood Education Day will take place here at the state capitol between 8 and noon. That's an opportunity for anyone to come on out and learn more about early childhood education initiatives throughout the Magnolia State. Reporting live in downtown Jackson, I'm Jewel Hillary, 3 on your side.
All right, Jewel, right now the Pearl River is more than 20 feet above its normal level. This is a look at the high floodwaters at the spillway. On the Madison County side of the Barnett Reservoir, the parking lot where people park and launch their boats to fish is underwater. Over on the Rankin County side, fishermen are taking advantage of the high waters. If you plan to file an insurance claim for flood damage, insurance experts are reminding you that your general homeowner's policy does not cover flooding damage. That's covered only by the National Flood Insurance Program. But your car might be covered if you have comprehensive coverage.
You know, lots of folks don't realize that they've got flood insurance on their cars through their comprehensive coverage. If they just carry a simple liability policy, that would cover flood on their vehicles.
Officials also say to be sure to take pictures of your damage before you make any repairs. It is now 6:07, and we are taking a look at traffic and weather together for you right now. This is a live look at it. Interstate 55 and Sywell Road there, south of town. Everything's fine there at the moment. That will pick up as the morning goes on. The good news is we are accident-free so far on this Tuesday morning. Let's go straight to the Weather Center now. And First Alert meteorologist Julia White.
Hey, good morning. I want to show you what the biggest news is for today when it comes to the weather, at least. It's a possible record high temperature. This is the record, 88 degrees. It was set back in 1982. Today, we're talking about a forecast high of 87 degrees, so we'll be coming pretty close to it. Of course, I'll be tracking out what you need to know for your day hour by hour. That'll be coming up straight after the break. Stay tuned.